I never imagined I'd be out in my driveway at the crack of dawn during a raging blizzard, watching a silver Lexus SUV fishtail down the icy county road like it was auditioning for a demolition derby. But there I was, Jack Harlan, who'd traded the hustle of Chicago for the quiet fields of rural Wisconsin 3 years back, only to learn that trouble has a knack for tracking you down no matter how far you run. The tires screeched against the frozen pavement as the driver yanked the wheel too hard, sending the vehicle straight off the road and into the drainage ditch bordering my land. Snow was falling in sheets so thick I could hardly see my own hand in front of my face, but I heard the engine gunning futilely, wheels spinning in the drifts that had piled up overnight. I threw on my coat and slogged through the knee-high powder toward the wreck, my boots crunching with every step. The wind howled like a freight train, and the thermometer was dipping toward zero. This was the sort of storm that paralyzed whole counties, the kind the weathermen had been hollering about for days. I'd prepared like any sensible Midwesterner, stocked the pantry, fueled the generator, and hunkered down for what I knew would be a rough ride. What I hadn't bargained for was playing Good Samaritan to whoever had just turned my property line into a parking lot. As I neared, I saw the driver revving in vain, kicking up sprays of snow and slush. The SUV was sunk axle deep, tilted like it might roll any second. No chance of budging it without heavy equipment, and in this mess, tow trucks were as scarce as sunshine. The county had shut down everything the night before when the warnings escalated. I rapped on the driver's window, and that's when I recognized her. Evelyn Cartwright, the iron-fisted president of our neighborhood HOA and the thorn in my side for over a year. She cracked the window just enough to bark at me, her coiffed blonde hair somehow untouched by the mayhem. "Jack, thank heavens. Get me out of this ditch right now." I brushed snow from my eyes. "Evelyn, what on earth are you doing out in this? The roads are a disaster." "I was heading back from my sister's in Madison," she snapped, as if I should have known. "Now quit gawking and help." I assessed the damage. The thing was buried. "You'll need a professional tow. I can't do it alone." "Then call one. In this storm?" "Evelyn, no one's venturing out till it clears. You're lucky you didn't roll over. Come on, wait it out at my place." She eyed me like I'd invited her to a pigsty. "Absolutely not. This is your doing anyway." "My doing? How's that? You didn't shovel." She jabbed a polished nail toward my driveway, blanketed in 8 inches of fresh white. HOA Rules, Section 12, Paragraph 4. Homeowners must keep driveways and walks clear during winter events. I stared dumbfounded. "Evelyn, the storm hit just 6 hours ago. No one's cleared anything yet. The plows haven't even started." "Not my concern. If you'd kept up your property, I wouldn't have skidded. Your sloppy yard distracted me." This was pure Evelyn, always someone else's fault. In the past year, she'd hit me with 17 citations for nonsense like trash bins lingering 4 hours past pickup or flowers in unapproved shades. She'd turned my life into a paperwork hell. "Look, debate later. Get out of the cold now. Come inside. We'll sort it when the weather breaks." She folded her arms. "Not until you own up and agree to cover the tow. I'm not paying for your wreck, Evelyn. You drove into it. We'll see." She buzzed the window up and fiddled with her phone, no doubt snapping evidence for her next crusade. I stood there, snow piling on my shoulders, pondering my rotten luck. Finally, I trudged back home, leaving her to stew in her cooling car. If stubbornness was her game, fine, but I wasn't freezing for it. Inside, I brewed coffee and watched from the kitchen as her SUV vanished under the flakes. She had to be chilled by now. The engine couldn't idle forever without risking monoxide. My better angels nagged, so after 10 minutes, I geared up and went back. The window was fogged. She shivered inside, motor off. "Evelyn, this is nuts. You'll get frostbite. Come in. Not till you meet my terms." "What terms?" "Paying for your bad driving. An accident from your neglect." I inhaled sharply, the air stinging. "Fine. Inside. Warm up. We'll talk. But I'm not abandoning you to die." She mulled it, then eased the door open. It jammed against the drift. She squeezed through, her fancy boots sinking instantly. "Careful." I offered a hand. She ignored it, slipped, and face-planted in the snow. I stifled a chuckle as I hauled her up. Her pristine dew was now a snowy mess, coat dusted white. The trek back was a comedy of errors. She slipped thrice more, blaming me each time for no path. By the house, we were both snowmen, wiped out. Sit by the fire, I directed. Coffee's coming. She dripped in the entry, scanning my place with disdain. Your holiday lights are still up. It's January 6th. HOA says remove by the 5th. Evelyn, you just totaled your car in a blizzard. Maybe park the rules for now. She huffed. Standards matter, Jack. I tossed her a towel and fixed coffee. Back, she was in my good chair, typing madly on her phone. What's that? Documenting. Photos of your messy drive, decor violations, prepping your tow invoice and damages. You're kidding. She met my gaze, eyes like steel. Dead serious on HOA issues. You signed the covenants. You follow them. Your sloppiness caused this. You pay. I sat opposite, sipping. Evelyn, no judge buys that. You drove in a whiteout on slick roads. My drive's irrelevant. The board decides. Emergency meeting post-storm. Your puppet board? The elected board, she corrected. They value guidelines. I knew it'd be a slog. The storm raged on, winds battering windows. We were trapped together for hours, maybe days. How's your sister? I tried small talk. Why ask? Being polite. Polite would be obeying codes. I surrendered, flipping on TV to weather. The storm had upgraded to full blizzard, roads closed, emergency declared. No escape for 24 hours at least. Evelyn watched, paling. I can't stay that long. No options. Cars stuck, roads shut. Unacceptable. HOA duties await. What duties in a blizzard? She glared. Inspecting the Andersons' deck mods, if you must know. It waits. Violations fester. I pondered her backstory. Early 50s, always prim, rule-obsessed. Gossip said divorce, estranged kids. But who knew? The morning crawled. She nitpicked my decor, furniture, even coffee brand. I tuned her out, working emails. I'm a software consultant, remote-friendly, why I moved here. Noonish, power flickered out. House dimmed, firelight flickering. What now, she gasped. Outage. Tree on lines, probably. Fix it. Can't. Utility does. But generator's ready. I suited up, started it in the garage, a smart by my first winter. Essentials hummed back on. Back in, she paced. How long? Hours or days? Generator holds us. Days? Impossible. Reality bites. Her face softened. Fear? My meds are home. What kind? Private. Anxiety, blood pressure. Fine for a bit. Okay, say if you worsen. I have basics. She nodded, resuming her spot. Afternoon silence dragged. I fixed lunch, sandwiches, soup from stores. She nibbled grudgingly. At 3, her phone rang. Yes, Evelyn Cartwright. It was Harold Jenkins, board member, retired accountant down the road. Her chat was gold. Stranded at Jack Harlan's. Documenting violations. His neglect caused my crash. Add to agenda. Building her case while under my roof, on my dime. Bold as brass. She hung, smug. Board agrees. Violation notice and fine incoming. For what? Neglect creating hazard. Section 12, paragraph 4. You wrote that to fine folks midstorm. To uphold standards. I shook my head. Evelyn, listen to yourself. Fining for not shoveling in a blizzard? Insane. Covenants demand compliance, not sense. That's the issue. She stiffened. Dislike rules. Shouldn't have bought in an HOA. Fair point. I knew of it, but prior owner said lax. Till Evelyn took over 18 months back, inventing edicts. Why the crusade? Making folks miserable over trivia? It matters. Values, standards. One slip, chaos ensues, neighborhood tanks. Evelyn, acre lots, rural Wisconsin. Neighbors far. Who cares about late bins or January lights? I do. Rules do. Circling drains. I dropped it back to work. Snow hit 18 inches, drifts waist high. Dark fell early. Dinner. Pasta, jar sauce. She ate quietly. High praise. Post-meal, inevitable. Where do I sleep? Guest room up. Clean, comfy. No things, toiletries, clothes. T-shirt, sweats for you. Soap and bath. She wanted to argue but yawned. Fine, but you're still liable. Noted. I showed her up, handed oversized clothes. As I left, Jack. Yeah. Thanks for not leaving me out there. Closest to thanks ever. Welcome. Downstairs, whiskey in hand, I stared at the storm. Surreal, Stuck with Evelyn, my tormentor. But human, scared, couldn't abandon her. Shower ran above. I wondered about tomorrow. Storm till morning. Another day trapped. Next dawn, coffee scent woke me. Downstairs, Evelyn in my oversized Packers tee and pants. Hair turbaned, scrambling eggs. Morning, I said warily. Least I can do, without looking. Just eggs, bread. Fine by me. We ate quietly. Storm quit overnight. Blue skies, 2 feet snow, drifts towering. Check my car, she said. We bundled out, cold bit hard. Trudged to ditch. SUV roof barely visible, buried. Lord, she whispered. Yeah, needs big tow. She phoned companies, backlogged, days or week wait. Frustration mounted. Ridiculous. I'm HOA president, prioritize me. Tows don't care. She whirled, flushed. Your fault. Proper maintenance, no crash. Look, every drive buried. Road unplowed. How prevent skid? Shovel ongoing. Unsafe, unreasonable. You violated, you pay. She stormed back through snow. I followed, patience fraying. Inside, she called Nancy Pierce, board member, spinning me as villain. Demanded emergency meet. Hour of calls, rallying. I eavesdropped, stunned, she'd really bill me. Noon, plow rumble. County truck, cleared road. Driver Tom spotted wreck. Nasty. All okay. Yeah, driver's inside. Needs tow. I'll log it days though. Figured. Back in, Evelyn pored over HOA binder. Found it. Section 12, 4, sub B. Maintained safe, failure liable for damage. Evelyn, unenforceable. In covenants, you signed. I read on, Says reasonable time post-event. Storm ongoing, no time. She snatched it. Storm started night before, hours. Midnight to 6 a.m., 8 inches more. Useless shoveling. Lazy excuse. Temper flared. Sorry for crash, but not my fault. Your drive in peril. Board says. No legal teeth. I'll fight. Luck with that. No one's beaten us. Day tense silent. She built case. I ignored. Evening, power returned. She charged gadgets. Forecast. Roads clear tomorrow. Her escape. Morning, friend called. Big truck pickup. She readied. Left sends thanks. At door. HOA contacts soon. Checkbook ready. Not paying. See. Gone. Relief mixed dread. Violation came certified. 5 pages. $800 tow plus $500 fine. Threats. Called lawyer Rebecca Wong, HOA specialist. Absurd, she said post-review. No court upholds. Plan. Deny formally. Most HOAs fold versus lawyers. Sent letter refusing. But no. 2 weeks. Lien notice on property. Called Rebecca. They can try. Overreach. Court it. Cost. Few grand. Recoverable if when. Court-bound. March hearing. Rebecca prepped. Weather data. Neighbor testimonies. Photos of all buried drives. Storm norms. Evelyn escalated. Notices warning others. Facebook posts on negligent owners. Door-knocking support. But backlash brewed. Folks saw her game. Feared next. Thomas Baker visited. Out of hand. She's on me for dandelions. $500 fine threat, if no pros. Fixed income, can't. More stories. Lisa fined for overnight work van. Couple cited for swing set 6 inches over. Pattern of abuse. Told Rebecca. Shows overreach. Witnesses strengthen. Thomas, Lisa, 3 others testified. Case solid. Evelyn power drunk. Night before hearing, sleepless worry. Lien serious. County Courthouse, Madison. Rebecca and I early. Evelyn with Harold, Nancy, slick lawyer. Judge Amelia Thornton, no-nonsense vet. Their side first. Argued violation, my neglect caused crash. Evelyn testified, victim of my laziness, distracted by mess. Our turn. I detailed storm timing, conditions, no reasonable shoveling. Photos of neighborhood drives. Witnesses, Thomas on dandelions, Lisa on van. George Ellis, ex-board. Evelyn rewrote covenants sans approval, including winter part. Resigned over it. Bombshell. Rebecca pounced. Provision invalid. George, yes. Evelyn reddened. Lawyer whispered. Judge, enough. Case meritless. Jack not liable for Evelyn's blizzard drive. Provision dubious. Interpretation absurd. Lien lifted. HOA pays fees. Investigate governance. Evelyn erupted. Outrageous. Rules state, sit. Ruling final. Unauthorized changes serious. Left courthouse, breathing free. Rebecca grinned. Better than hoped. Investigation could shake HOA. Word spread. Next HOA meet packed, angry. Evelyn lost control. Interruptions on changes, targeting. Harold. Evelyn, concerns valid. Running questionable. Following rules. You wrote sans vote. Thomas yelled. Chaos. Nancy motioned special election. Harold seconded. Passed over Evelyn's protests. Election. Evelyn versus 2, including Thomas. She touted strong leadership. Foe's reasonable approach. Thomas landslide. Evelyn 11 of 73 votes. New board meet. Reversed most changes. Limited president power. High fine approvals. Evelyn back row. Glaring. Comments. Mistake. Neighborhood crumbles without enforcement. Thomas. Folks want peace, not dictatorship. She stormed out. House sold April. Arizona move near daughter? Or ego bruise? Gossip unclear. Month post sale. Rebecca called. Judge's probe found more. Evelyn collected fines. No HOA deposit. $15,000 over 2 years. Embezzling. Looks like. AG investigating. Probe months. I enjoyed freedom. Unapproved garden. Late lights. Got dog despite her fake pet bans. September. Charged embezzlement. Fraud. Trial November. Claimed misunderstanding. Planned transfer. Jury convicted. Sentence. 18 months prison. Time served credit. Restitution. 3-year probation. Watching her led away. Vindicated yet sad. Destroyed over control. Greed. Neighborhood bloomed. Barbecues. Garden. Friendly reminders versus fines. HOA invisible. Best way. Ditch filled. Regrade. Passing it recalled blizzard weekend. Bizarre, but catalyst for good. Year later, porch coffee. Gentle snow. Dog buddy at feet. Thomas waved by. Lisa chatted potluck. Calm normal. Drama forged bonds. Ousted tyranny. Snow fell. No rush to shovel. Reasonable time. 3 years on. Elected bored myself. Thomas retiring. Asked me. Agreed. Keep healthy. First meet. Playgrounds. Cleanups. Trees. Mundane. Efficient. Purged Evelyn's records. Learned from that. Thomas said. Nods. Moved on. Driving home. Snow started. Smiled at change from that blizzard. Pulled in. Snow dusting drive. Shovel tomorrow. Or next. My call. Buddy greeted. Dinner. Quiet night. Snow peaceful. Evelyn somewhere. Consequences hers. Hope growth, but mostly forgot. Nightmare over. Life on. Messy perfect. What do you think about the injustices and abuses of power in stories like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below, especially on how everyday people can stand up against unfair authority. What's your stance? Let me know your views.